Hey, hello everyone. Good afternoon, all of you. So we'll have the quote of today by Abdul Kalam. You salute your duty and you need not salute anybody. But if you pollute your duty, you have to salute everybody. So whenever you have guilt in duty, you have to be afraid of everybody. But if you are sincere and doing duty well, you need not be afraid of anybody. You need not salute anybody, except with respect. And there is another actually day for yesterday, Einstein's birthday was there. And on the occasion of that, we will see some Einstein's quotes. It's a beautiful quotes. I really liked it very much. He has given 10 amazing life lessons from Albert Einstein. Every sentence is beautiful, actually. Follow your curiosity. So that is your guideline. And perseverance is priceless. So that is another main thing. Perseverance is very important. Whenever you are trying to do something, so success will not come immediately, and so a lot of obstacles and failures will be there on the way. So if you are strong enough and if you persevere till you reach the goal, okay, as Vivekananda says, stop not till you reach the goal, right? So then automatically you will be successful. So many people become failures only because they won't complete the journey, and once they face some difficulties, they stop the journey and focus on the present. Okay, there is no point in worrying about the past or dreaming about the future. So focus on the present because that decides what will be tomorrow. And the imagination is powerful. Okay, so actually everything, whatever he could achieve, it is because of his imagination. And make mistakes because we learn only from the mistakes. The more mistakes you do, the more experience you have, the more understanding you will have, and the more confidence you will get. And live in the moment. Okay, live in the present and create value. Your presence is to be felt by everybody around you with your values. So whether you are there or not, if people don't perceive it, so what is the use of our existence? Right? We have to create value and don't be repetitive. Okay, so every time you have to innovate, you have to go in new ways, find new ways. Don't be repetitive, and that too mainly when doing mistake, we should never be repetitive. And knowledge comes from experience. Okay, so as I told, better make mistakes and get experience and gain knowledge, and learn the rules and then play better. So without knowing the rules, if you try to play, you are going to falter. So learn the rules and then play better. So again, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. And the important thing is not to stop questioning. Okay, that is important. And today is the birthday of one great electrical engineer, Ohm, right? Simon Ohm. He's a German physicist who showed by experiment that there are no perfect electric conductors. Not only this, actually, there are no perfect person at all. Okay, so perfect person is only one God. Okay, nobody can be perfect. Everybody will have some imperfections. Only thing is we have to approach the perfectness. So who is more perfect? He can be less perfect, more perfect, but not completely perfect. In the same way, nothing in the nature is completely perfect. Everything will be have its own flaws, its own positive points and negative points. And all conductors have some resistance. He stated the famous Ohm's law, now written as if the given temperature remains constant, the current flowing through certain conductors is proportional to the potential difference across it, V equal to IR. And there is another person who is our Indian, and mainly he is like a god for Andhra people, and who has given us the Andhra Pradesh state. Unfortunately, now again it is split because of the politicians and all. But so the Andhra Pradesh state is formed because of the great Poti Sri Ramulu. And many people have fight for some achieving something, and they achieved. But in the process, some people see their success, and some people, they may not be able to see their success. So unfortunately, he lost his life before seeing his success. He was an Indian revolutionary. He is revered as Amarjeevi, means immortal being, in the Andhra region for his self-sacrifice for the Andhra cause. He became famous for undertaking a hunger strike in support of the formation of the Indian state for the Telugu-speaking population of Madras Presidency, but he lost his life in the process. His death sparked public rioting, and Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru declared the intent by the newly liberated nation to form Andhra state 3 days following the death of Sri Ramulu. Okay, so we are grateful to him. Okay, last we are doing the design of a compressor, axial flow compressor, and we have done some calculations for finding out the overall angular dimensions, and it is to be extended, and we have to find out how many stages are needed for the required pressure ratio, and we have to continue designing it. So it is everything taken from the Saranamuthu. So we will go up to some stage in the class, and remaining thing you have to study by yourself. And because, as I told, it is a detailed design is given. Okay, in the mean line from inlet to exit, and also for each stage from up to tip, all are calculated here. So you can just have a go through the whole process. All of you listening? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have discussed about the complete design process. So first we have to get the annulus dimensions, then the number of stages using assumed efficiency, and calculation of air angles at each stage at the mean radius, and determination of variation of air angles from root to tip, and investigation of compressibility effects. That is whenever Mach number and all we have to find out, and selection of compressor blading, and using experimentally obtained cascade data. So these things already we have discussed. And check on efficiency previously assumed. After doing all these calculations, then I have to calculate the efficiency and check whether my assumed efficiency is satisfied or not. Okay, then estimation of off design performance. Okay, everything we have designed, but if it is not running in design condition, how it behaves in the off design conditions. And then rig testing. Okay, these are the things we have to do in a complete design process of a multi-stage axial flow compressor. Okay, so here we are given the problem. We have seen the data: compressor pressure ratio, air mass flow, turbine inlet temperature. So mainly pressure ratio and mass flow are the inlet conditions. Okay, so we have to design the compressor for these two mainly given parameters. And the remaining things, based on our experience and knowledge, we have to take normally blade speed, so usually 350 meter per second. And if you want higher blade speeds, then we have to, that is, if you can spend more, I can go for higher expensive materials, and I can go for still higher speeds. And rotational speed also, it depends on the stresses that it can withstand, and what expensive materials you can use. And it is about 15,000 RPM, and polytropic efficiency is taken to be 0.9 approximately. And even CA, axial velocity, also can be assumed around 150 meter per second. And based on these assumptions, I have to do the calculations. And what we have done, so we have calculated the, that is, we have done in a reverse way. We have done the, okay, I will not show this. We have calculated the tip diameter based on the RPM and the maximum speed 350 meter per second. So he has done in a reverse way. He has calculated like this. And so CA is known, and the blade speed is known. So you can find out what is V1T. And we have the pressure and temperature. Okay, those things also. Pressure inlet is 1.01 bar. Sorry. Yeah, 1.01 bar, and temperature is 288 Kelvin. So taking them, we can find out what is the sonic velocity. And once I know the sonic velocity, I can find out the Mach number. And then P02 I can calculate because R into P01 will give 4.15 to 1.01. And T02 using the isentropic relation or the polytropic relation, because n minus 1 by n is to be calculated from the polytropic efficiency. So T02 can be calculated and T2 can be calculated because I assume CW1 is 0. So CA1 is C1. So T02 are uh, okay. So T2 is equal to T02 minus Ca squared by 2Cp. So this you will get. And so from that, again, isentropic relation, we can get P2. And rho 2 is equal to P2 by RT2. And A2 I can obtain. And so then we can calculate the R hub and RT. And we can calculate at the inlet and also at the exit. Okay, so these are the things we have done in the last class. And what is the next one is we have to find out the number of stages. So we have got T01 is 288 and T02 is calculated and how much it is. Okay, T02 is 452.5 Kelvin. Okay, so you can find out total delta T0 is equal to T02 minus T01, that is 452.5 minus 288. How much it comes to?
$164.5.
164.5 Kelvin. Okay, this is overall temperature rise. And I have to find out delta T0 stays. So we know that Cp delta T0 S is equal to lambda or lambda initially I won't see. Okay, we will see U Ca into tan beta 1 minus tan beta. So this formula I know, and I have to find out beta 1 and beta 2. Okay, so here velocity is Cw1 equal to 0 in the inlet triangle, and at the main radius um I can find out is equal to pi dm n by 60, and so Ca1 is equal to 150 meter per second Ca. So inlet triangle is just like this. So this will be Ca, this will be U, and this is beta 1. So I can find out beta 1 from that. So tan beta 1 is equal to Ca by U. And from this I can get beta 1. And coming to beta 2, so here I can find out V1 also. So V1 is equal to Ca secant beta. So exit conditions I have to get. Okay, so exit conditions using D-Haller number. What is D-Haller number? Anybody? What is D-Haller number? V2 by V1 should not be less than 0.72. So deflection, the maximum deflection is fixed by this particular D-Haller number, right? So assuming that V2 is equal to 0.72 V1, so I can calculate V2. and V2 is equal to CA secant beta 2 from the exit triangle. So if you remember V2 square minus V1 square, we have written CA square into secant square beta 2 minus secant square beta 1. That we have written tan square beta 1 like that, isn't it? So CA secant beta 2. So beta 2 I can find out. Okay, cos beta 2 is equal to CA by V2. So I can get beta 2. Okay, in this way, once you get beta 1 and beta 2, you can find out what is delta T naught S. Can you tell me what is beta 1? And first I have to find out. So is how much? So dm is, just we'll see. So u is this, okay? So pi dn. So rm is 0.1697. Actually, I think we have taken 0.16, we have rounded it off, but you take this 0.1697. So u is equal to 2 pi rn, okay? So 266.6. So is equal to 266.6 meters. And dm is 2 into 0.1697 meters. Okay, so once I get 266.6 there, and I can get beta 1. Can you tell me what is beta 1?
29.36.
No, just wait. We have to take into beta 1. So beta 1 should be taken here. Actually. With axial velocity, I have to take. So here it will be by CA. Now, can you tell me what is beta 1?
60.63.
60.63 degrees. Okay, and V2 is equal to V1. First, we have to find out V1. Okay, V1 is CA secant beta 1. Okay, did you understand why I have taken beta 1 here? I have to take always with the axial direction. Right, that's why beta 1 should be here, not here.
So V1 is equal to 305.843.
3
05.843.
So V2 you can tell.
$270.176. V2.
How much?
270.176.
270 point
270, sir. 220.
or 220, huh?
Yes, sir.
220.1
76.
176. Okay. So now you can you tell me beta 2? CA is 150.
$47.056.
47.056 degrees. Okay, beta 1 and beta 2 obtained. So now you can find out delta T naught S. Okay, from here. Delta T naught S is equal to U CA tan beta 1 minus tan beta 2 by CP. Okay, something like this. How much it comes to?
27.94.
27.95. Okay, approximately 28 Kelvin. So now the number of stages that are needed is equal to total delta T naught by delta T naught stages. Okay, total delta T naught is 164.5 by 28. So it comes to
5.9.
5.9. So approximately 6. But instead of taking 6, so because here lambda is not considered. Okay. So suppose if I put lambda also here, I need, because the losses are to be considered, I have to have some extra stage. So though it is approximately 6, we have to provide 7 stages considering the effect of lambda. So why I am not taking constant lambda here is lambda will be varying. We have seen that lambda and number of stages, if I put, it will come like this. So it's not a constant lambda, so I am not using that. So here, instead of 6 here, though, we take 7 stages. In that way, n is equal to 7 is fixed. Okay, but still, though n equal to, if n equal to 7, 164.5, so delta T naught stays will be 164.5 by 7 I am getting. Okay, so how much it comes to then?
23.5.
23.1,
3.5. 5, sir.
23.5 Kelvin. Okay, so this is the stage temperature rise I have to design. But still, what we do is usually delta T naught yes for first and last stages should be smaller. So average delta T naught S is 23.5. So we divide it like the, suppose approximately take delta T naught S for first and last stages, approximately 20 Kelvin. So total 164. Out of that 40, if I take 124 is there. So for the remaining 5 stages, because 125 is in 124 is needed, approximately delta T naught S is equal to 25 Kelvin. So that the total comes to 165. Okay, this is the way we choose delta T naught. Okay, for first and last stages, take 20 Kelvin. For all the remaining stages, take 25 Kelvin. Okay, so these are the types of things we have to make based on the experience or literature. And similarly, the lambda value, because it starts from higher value and lower comes to the lower value. First stage, you take approximately 0.98, and the second stage uh, approximately 0.93, and third stage I think 0.88, and fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. As I told, after fourth stage, it will come to be uniform. Okay, so that will be the minimum. So 0.83. Okay, this is the way the lambda is to be chosen, and delta T naught is chosen like this. So these two are the main things. If you decide, the remaining stages, or all the stages and velocity triangles, everything can be calculated easily. Okay, so these are the assumptions we have to make. Then we have to go stage by stage. Okay, suppose if I go to first stage. Okay, first stage already we have taken CW1 equal to 0. So CA1 is equal to C1. And okay, another thing is, okay, we will do like this. Okay, and CP delta T naught is equal to U into CW2 minus CW1. And Cp is known, delta T naught is known for the first stage. So into delta T naught is, for first stage we have taken 20 Kelvin. Okay, so you can find, and U is known, you can find out delta CW. 1005 into 20 by, at mean radius, this is 266.6. And how much it comes to?
75.39.
75. I think, okay, lambda also is to be considered. Okay, lambda is how much? For first stage we have taken 0.98.
76.93.
76.93 meters per second. So this is CW2 minus CW1. CW1 is already 0. So CW2 is equal to 76.93 meter per second. Okay. And CA is 150 meter per second. So we can calculate all the angles. And so CW1 is 0. CW2 is this. And VW1 is equal to U minus CW1. And VW2 is equal to U minus CW2. Okay. So U is 266.6. So this is 260.6 meter per second. And VW2 is minus 76.93.
189.67.
189.67.
Okay. So once I get all these things, I can get the angles, right? CW1 is CA tan alpha 1, CW2 is CA tan alpha 2, VW1 is CA tan beta 1, VW2 is CA tan beta 2. So I can get alpha 1, alpha 2, beta 1, beta 2 like that. Okay. So alpha 1 is tan inverse CW1 by CA, alpha 2 tan inverse CW2 by CA, and beta 1 tan inverse VW1 by CA, and beta 2 tan inverse VW2 by CA. Okay. And another thing we can find out reaction. Reaction is VW1 plus VW2 by 2U. Okay. So how much it comes to? VW1 is 260.6.6 plus VW2 is 189.6 by 2 into 266. How much will be the reaction?
0.85, sir.
0.85. Okay, so at the mean radius, the reaction is coming to be 0.85. Okay, this looks to be a little bit high because we prefer normally 50% reaction compressors, but first stage, we better have higher reaction at the mean radius. Why? Because we have seen in free vortex design, right? From hub to tip, the reaction increases. From mean to hub, it decreases. Mean to tip, it increases. So it should not go to too low value at the hub. Okay, so 0.85 is okay at the mean radius. Okay, so this is the way we can get all the angles, we reaction, and we can get all the velocities and everything in the first stage. Okay, so coming to the second stage, and all the remaining stages we can calculate in the same way. And we have lambda is there. For this, we have taken 0.93, and delta T naught, we have taken it is to be 25. Okay, and reaction, actually reaction, because we got 0.8 there. Here after what we do is reaction also we assume. For second stage, we can reduce it somewhat 0.7, and from third stage onwards, we take it as 50% reaction. Okay, if I have long blade, I should have more reaction at the mean radius. And if I have a shorter one, we prefer 50% reaction. Okay, so this is the way we assume. So at each stage, we know lambda, we know delta T naught, we know reaction. Is it clear? So Cp delta T naught is equal to lambda u Ca tan beta 1 minus tan beta 2. Okay, Cp is known, delta T naught is known for each stage, lambda is known for each stage, U is known for each stage, same U, okay, Um is same for all. And Ca also same, 150. So from this I can get tan beta 1 minus tan beta 2. Okay, and then reaction is equal to Ca by 2U into tan beta 1 plus tan beta 2. Okay, reaction also is assumed all the values for all the stages. And Ca and U are known. So from this I can get tan beta 1 plus tan beta 2. So by solving these two, I can get beta 1 and beta 2. And once I know beta 1 and beta 2, we know that U is equal to the total base is equal to Cw1 plus Vw1 is equal to Cw2 plus Vw2. If you remember at the beginning, we have written this Ca into tan alpha 1 plus tan beta 1 is equal to Ca into tan alpha 2 plus tan beta 2. So you know U and Ca, and from this relation, because you know beta 1, you can get alpha 1, and because you know beta 2, you can get alpha 2. So alpha 1, alpha 2 are known. So U, Ca, alpha 1, alpha 2, beta 1, beta 2, if they are known, you can get Cw1, Cw2, Vw1, Vw2. All these things we can obtain. Is everything clear till now? Hello?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. So this is the way you have to repeat the calculation for all the stages. And complete mean design calculation for all stages. Then we have to design up to tip. So this also I have told. So it depends on what type of design you need. Okay, free vortex is simple, everything. Okay, usually free vortex is preferred. Sometimes constant reaction and exponential design are used. Okay, so free vortex already we have seen, because at mean you know Cw1 and Cw2, right? So calculate Cw1 and Cw2 at hub and tip. Okay, so once you get Cw1 and Cw2, and you can get Vw1 is equal to U minus Cw1, and Vw2 is equal to U minus Cw2. And once you know Vw1, Vw2, Cw1, Cw2, U and Ca are same. No, U and Ca you have to calculate. Okay, hub and tip velocities, U I have to calculate. Ca is same. So UH and UT I have to calculate. From that, I have to get beta 1, beta 2, alpha 1, alpha 2, all these things I can get. So this is the way I have to do the calculations of up to tip for each stage. So in that way, you just go through the example problem that is given. I think all stages he has done it. And okay, even so because you know delta T naught of each stage, and so T naught 1 and T naught 2 of the first stage, if I know, this becomes T naught 1 for second stage, and plus delta T naught of this, you will get T naught 2 for the second stage. Because you know delta T naught of each stage, you can find out. Okay, the pressures and temperatures I can write like this. Pressures and temperatures for each stage. That is P naught and T naught at inlet and exit. Okay, and R is equal to P naught exit. Okay, by P naught 1 equal to 1 plus eta C lambda U C tan beta 1 minus tan beta 2 by CPT. So this you know, right? And UCA tan beta 1 minus tan beta 2, this is nothing but CP delta T naught. Okay, so this you know, and CP can be calculated, cancelled. So you'll get 1 plus eta C delta T naught by T naught 1 to the power of gamma A by gamma A minus. So for each stage, we know delta T naught, eta C is constant, and T naught 1 for each stage. First stage T naught 1 I know 288 inlet temperature. T naught 1 is equal to 288. And second stage 288 plus 20, right? Because first stage we have taken 20 as this, so it will become some 308. And the third stage, the inlet temperature will be 308 plus 25 we have taken, right? Like that. 383. And fourth stage. Like that, I can calculate what is the inlet temperature and exit temperature for each stage. Okay. So T naught 1 and T naught 2 for each stage is known. And pressure ratio for each stage, you can find out from here. And once you know pressures, so P naught 1 for the first stage is equal to 1.01 bar. So you find out R1. So P naught 2 is equal to R1 P naught 1. Okay. In that way, you can calculate the pressure ratio for each stage from this formula and calculate the exit pressure for each stage. In that way, you can calculate inlet pressure and exit pressure. Am I clear about this?
Yes, sir.
So in that way, I can calculate pressures and temperatures also. And so from root to tip also, we have seen how to calculate. So you can go through that whole problem that is given. Okay. Okay, I think that's what I have to talk today. And the only thing we discuss in the next class, that is off design performance. That is, we know the characteristics. So we already have got the characteristics, something like this. So here m dot root T01 by P01. And if I write P02 by P01, so we got something like this. And again, efficiency also. So we got something like this. These are efficiencies with respect to mass flow. And this is varying speeds. This is the compressor performance characteristic like this. That is, this is at all values of mass flow, speed, and pressure ratio. This is the whole characteristic. That is, we may have designed the compressor at this particular mass flow and pressure ratio and the speed. Okay, how it behaves at other values of speed, pressure ratio, or mass flow, that can be obtained from this particular characteristic. Okay, so this is also called as off design performance. So from this we will make some observations we will discuss in the next class, and with that we conclude this chapter. Okay, any questions? You just go through that example problem, and also you tried that exercise problems, anybody? So when you try, then you will see if there is any difficulty and all, so we can discuss any difficulty that you face in the problems. Okay, so with this, actually I have some work I wanted to conclude here, right? So we'll meet again tomorrow. We will have a story. Story means, actually I want to get you the as I told the day before yesterday, this is Albert Einstein's birthday, and I wanted to have a little look at the life of Albert Einstein. So as I told many times, the great people, right? So nothing is cakewalk for them, and nothing they get straight away. And some people, they have very poor background. Some people, if you take Albert Einstein mainly, and his childhood, anybody knows when he started to speak, at what age?
At 5 years or so, sir.
4 years. 4 years he started speaking, and writing he started writing it after 6 years. And all people thought he's a mentally challenged or mentally retarded boy. He's considered to be unfit, and he's looked down very much by his own father, because naturally fathers expect more from the children, and if they are slow and not good, they won't like them also. And you might have seen in many movies, they will be scolding the son, you are waste fellow, you are not useful, you are okay, worth nothing, like that. Okay, in many movies you would have seen, even heroes get such thing. In the same way, Albert Einstein also, he is looked down very much by his own father. Okay, so he is most known today for his theory of relativity equal to mc square, along with Nobel Prize in physics. However, how did he achieve this success, and what obstacles followed him along the way? In the short piece, we will discuss this. Upon his graduation from the Swiss Polytechnic Institute, Einstein hit his first road bump in his adult life. He was 21, unemployed, and had no idea what path to follow. And he is not a good student also. He is poor in performance, and his reputation as a student was in tatters from his mediocre schoolwork and his tendency to skip out on classes, meaning many of his teachers did not jump at the bit to give him a job opportunity academically either. At least they didn't want to give him some work and put their under them as assistants or something like that, because he is very poor in his performance. None of the teachers liked him. As a result, to get by in life, he had to work several jobs just to survive. Around this time, Albert's father passed away, and he passed thinking that his son is a complete failure in life. This knowledge of his father's thinking of him left Albert absolutely heartbroken, because he never got confidence because of the way his father treats also. Later into his adult life, Albert had to divorce his wife. Even family life also is in tatters, right? He has to divorce his wife and lose access to his own kids just to focus on what he believed in, his work. Okay, so finally, when he lost his wife and children also because of the divorce, then he started to concentrate on the work. And he was hell-bent on proving that light can be indeed bent, which of course many other academicians felt he was delusional for his thinking. So many times all these great people, that's what their way of thinking is entirely different. Suppose if we do experiments or if we do something, we try to see that it exactly matches with the expectations. So if it is not meeting the expectation, we will think that we are wrong. And even if you put that, if you have confidence and if you put it before them, your own guide says all the results are wrong, it is not against expectation. Okay, so here also he thought something happened, just a, he wanted to see prove that light bends, and it is against the complete beliefs of that days. Okay, so without any family and with the stress of his work piling on, Einstein began to fall ill both mentally and physically. When nobody is believing his theories also, and everything, he got depressed almost. This was not timed well too, with his work having to be put on the back burner due to the beginning of the World War II. At the time, World War also is there. And because he is a German Jew, he is always afraid of Hitler because Hitler used to kill all the people. And so, being a German Jew left Einstein in constant fear of his life and survival during this time, meaning there was little time to relax whilst not working. And eventually, Albert Einstein would go on to achieve wild success in the scientific field and finally get the stage of proving his doubters wrong. So finally, he could prove that he is right and whoever doubted him are wrong. He would go on to prove that gravity is a pushing force instead of it being previously considered a pulling force. And he says gravity bends light. Okay. And later, after many years, it is proved. As well as this, he would go on to be the man to answer the question in regard to why sky is blue and what decides this in 1910. He concluded that the phenomena was to be known as critical opalescence, and it proved that this effect is caused by the scattering of the light in the sky's atmosphere, where individual molecules are splitting. This is what led to the discovery of the reasoning of the sky being blue. To further his reputation, even, and the later C.V. Raman also has worked in the same thing and he got Nobel Prize. And to further his reputation even further, Einstein would eventually receive one of the highest and most prestigious awards possible when he won the Nobel Prize in 1921 for his paper that determined that it is, that it is photoelectric effect. This discovery from Einstein opened up an entirely new avenue for his fellow academics and the world of science in the field of quantum physics to paths and ideas that had previously been pushed away as delusional or were completely unexplored. Previously, whoever told that he is a mad fellow or he is in illusions and delusions, now everybody could understand his worth. And however, what most probably encapsulates Einstein's scientific and academic career, and what is still most known for today, is his theory of relativity. There are very few people who can understand theory of special theory and general theory of relativity, right? And the worth is that E equal to mc square, due to which the atomic bomb or nuclear energy capturing all these things could happen. This discovery was what lit the scientific world alight in ways that Einstein never expected he could do. This discovery opened broadened landscape of what previously was thought in the subject of physics at an academic and scientific level, despite the fact that it took a number of years of stress-induced work from Albert Einstein himself before his ideas and theories on his subject were recognized to be true by his fellow physicists. Okay, in this way, he became great. So the lessons that we can learn from him are never accept your current situation as permanence. Okay, so when you have difficulties or adversities or problems and all, nothing is permanent. That's we have to understand. And follow your beliefs. Many times your beliefs may be against other beliefs, but follow your beliefs and believe in that, have faith in that, and work on that. So the conclusion overall, Einstein was a man who faced many curveballs that were being thrown at him on his path of success. However, he decided that these curveballs, no matter how hard they hit him, he would recover from the blow. He never let his early adult life and the opinions of those around him at that time define him, as he went on to achieve so much in the scientific and academic landscape. His overcoming of the trials and tribulations on his path to glory are all stories that we can take and learn the lessons from on our own path to pursue what we feel is right in our lives. And thus, this is why Albert Einstein is still one of the most successful and academically praised people to ever live. And he says, weak people revenge, strong people forgive, and intelligent people ignore. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
sir.
Thank you. We will see tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.